Did you see my beautiful red shorts I'm wearing? So fucking awesome. But yeah, guys, oh my god, thank you so much for joining. This is the very first time we're doing this, I think. But the whole idea of this hangout on Sunday was to try to bring back the metal digests that we used to have. For those who remember the metal digests, I thought that they were super fun. And this is actually the format I've been using quite a lot, and I'm known for on my Ukrainian channel, the one that is only for Ukrainian audience, the one that goes on Ukraine, where every week I prepare actually a video. It's not a live stream usually, but I read the news of what happened in the world of heavy metal and discuss it together with the with all of the Metal Pilgrims. And I thought that it would be really cool if we could do something like this on the main channel as well. Why not? We never did this. And one of the biggest criticisms of this channel always was that I only speak about Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, and a couple of other favorite bands. Well, this would be our chance to of course talk about those and possibly discuss what else is going on in the world of metal. So if you guys are interested, we'll see how it goes, of course. And who knows? We might actually, start a thing like this. Start Metal Digests. Start next week, for example, or something like this. But, of course, in addition to everything, and the most important thing for us today is to congratulate nobody else but the metal god himself, Mr. Rob Halford, on his 73rd birthday, and finally give away these beauties. These are the glasses that Rob Halford has worn during his 50th Heavy Metal Years tour, the Judas Priest tour, of course. And we are gonna finally, I don't know if you see them. Can you see them? Can you see them? Yeah, you can see them. And we're gonna finally, give them away to one lucky bastard. Let's call it like this. But before that, of course, you guys are more than welcome to, continue donating. Just go to metalpilgrim.net/metalgod, and that's where I'm gonna type it up. And this is where you can, last minute participate in this thing, if you would like to. We've raised a pretty good amount of money already, and when Rob started this thing, he when he gave me these glasses, which by the way I haven't worn yet. I'm gonna wear them in a moment for the very first time ever. Okay, I'm doing it. I have fucking biggest head in the world. No sunglasses look good on me, so yeah. But okay, now it's been worn by Metal God and Metal Pilgrim. I'm gonna put them away just in case, so I don't break them. In the last minute, that would be so fucking stupid if I would do that. Oh my god, hilarious. But yeah, when Rob gave me those glasses, he jokingly said, "Oh, it would be really, really cool if we can raise at least $5 for them." Well, we've raised $5 a couple of times and a couple of times so far. So, but yeah, if you guys still want to participate last minute, you can either do PayPal, Steel Wings. Yeah, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna do this one, this link. You can go there last minute. It's like one of those wedding dress stores for pregnant women. It's not too late, like it was in France. The same thing. If you still would like to participate, this is your last freaking chance to do it. So yeah, go ahead. But as promised, we're gonna hang out and just discuss some news, the metal news, the metal news. Yeah, just a couple of $5, no biggie. Marshall or Jackson. Hi guys. By the way, this is so freaking awesome. Which countries do we have people here from? Oh my god. I never do these hangouts yet. I've never done the live streams before properly. So please let me know which countries are you guys from. It would be so freaking awesome. And meanwhile, before anything, let's read some news, shall we? Here you go. All right, let's see. I have prepared some, but guys, there's just so much shit going on in the world of metal, and this is one of the craziest news that I've read, a couple of hours ago, just before starting this live stream. Primal Fear drop 4 members. That's pretty much all of the band. It wasn't Primal Fear like 5 or 6 guys. Yeah, 6 guys, 2 guitar players, a bassist. Yeah, 4 guys. Michael Array is there. I wonder if he left. I love Michael. He was actually one of the very first people I spoke to on this channel before it became, even slightly big or anything like this. But this is insane. Let's check it out. So basically, yesterday, August 23rd, the band announced in social media post that they parted ways with guitarist Tom Norman and Alex Bayrod. Drummer Michael Array. Oh my god, Michael left Primal Fear. It's fucking insane. And Alex Janssen, the latest addition to the band on bass. He literally just joined the band. This is so freaking insane. Well, they said there was no argument or bad blood. Yeah, right. That led to the separation. It still hasn't been revealed exactly why the split happened in the first place. I'm reading metalsucks.net, guys. Okay, so this is the, what exactly the band said. Dear fans and friends of Primal Fear, we unfortunately have to inform you today that Alex Bayrod, Tom Norman, Michael Array, and Alex Janssen, who helped us on bass for the last 2 years, are no longer... 2 years? It's been 2 years since Alex joined Primal Fear? Oh my god, I thought it literally just happened like this year. Fucking time flies. Oh my god, I feel old. Yeah, but they are no longer a part of Primal Fear. Triggered by a decision within the band that we do not agree with, this step was anything but easy for us to take. We would like to make it clear that despite the differences of opinion, there was no argument or bad blood. Okay, this sounds interesting. So, first of all, no argument or bad blood. So, and 80% of your band, even more, leaves in one day, including all of the rhythm section, the 2 guitarists, and you are basically left with what, Ralph Shippers and Matt Sinner. That's it. Ralph Shippers and Matt Sinner are the only 2 members of Primal Fear who did not leave. And, but there was no argument or bad blood. Absolutely. They just decided to leave out of the blue. This is insane. This is absolutely crazy. We would like to thank you for your time we spent together, the numerous albums, the tours, shows, and festivals that have taken us around the world together, and of course for the love of the fans. We wish Matt and Ralph all the best for the future. Yeah, those are the guys who left basically wrote this. This is insane. And before that, Matt Sinner, so basically one of the 2 only members that did not leave Primal Fear, said, "Soon we will can reveal. Soon we will can reveal, whatever that means. Soon we will reveal most likely some surprising Primal Fear news. We'll focus now on recording a new album, and we're totally excited. Have a great sunny weekend, my friends. Have a nice drink and crack up some cool music." Wow, this is insane. So basically, 4 out of 6 band members just left Primal Fear. And this is, this is no easy. I wonder whether the band will actually be able to survive this. I know that there are numerous bands who have, changed band members in the past. And of course, Primal Fear is definitely one of those. But, 4 members at a time, this is freaking insane. Now, Ralph, I believe, is one of the greatest vocalists in metal. He definitely is. And, just the whole fact that he was actually very seriously considered for a replacement of Rob Halford and Judas Priest when Rob left, and before Tim Ripper Owens stepped in. This is, this speaks for itself. But I don't know. Even if it's just Rolf, who by the way is part of so many other projects, and Matt Sinner, are left. This is a pretty big hit for Primal Fear, and Primal Fear is an incredible band. They're wonderful musicians. Their music is just incredible, and it's very classic power metal. No matter what they say, I know that they don't like to being called power metal. They consider themselves being heavy metal and stuff like that. But Primal Fear is more, okay, let's call it universe. Let's call it heavy metal, but it is power metal. Everyone knows that. It's an incredible band, and this was a pretty hard hit. Is there anything else they said? But definitely there was no argument or anything like this. This is bullshit. There's no argument, no differences of opinions. or Bad Blood. Okay, there is difference of opinions, but we decided to, basically break the band up. This is crazy. I don't know. Do you guys like Primal Fear? Let me know in the comments, because this is actually one of those bands that I never ever speak about on the show, but I really enjoy. I think it's a great fucking power metal band, very much inspired by the older dudes, and it's a shame. It's an absolute fucking shame that they are, I mean, I guess not breaking up officially, but or close to it. This is absolutely insane. I don't know. What do you guys think about Primal Fear overall? Let me know. This is, for me, this is one of those bands that definitely deserves a lot of praise and a lot of attention. And not only for Ralph, Ralph is an incredible vocalist, as I already said, but, Matt Sinner. Matt Sinner is freaking insane. He's a legend. And Primal Fear had some pretty good albums in the past. I'm really more of a fan of 1997 to like 2000s, 2000 what, like 5-ish, I think. Primal Fear. That's where when I discovered them. That's when they at least became popular in Ukraine, and that's how I found out about them. But even their latest outcome, what was that? Metal Commando. Metal Commando was a pretty fun album. I really, really enjoyed it. So it's a shame. I wonder whether they will be able to survive this. Yeah, that's one piece of news. But definitely there is no Bad Blood. Yeah. So if you haven't yet, never heard of them, but they sound like a good band, we'll have to check them out. Yeah, check them out. Definitely a cool band. Absolutely. If you like, classic heavy metal on the verge of power metal sound, you're definitely gonna enjoy them. This is one of those no-brainers, and Matt and Ralph, as I said, is an incredible vocalist. Alan Zizek, yeah, Primal Fear 1997, 2005 is top notch. That's exactly what I said. Yeah. Alan, wear it like this. Yeah. But a lot of effects on the vocals. Yeah, the Maiden Project. I agree with you. There are quite a lot of effects on the vocals, at least in the latest albums that they've used. This was one of my biggest criticisms for Metal Commando. I thought it was a great album, but the amount of just crap they've used on the vocals is insane. Okay, let's go on to next news. While I do this, guys, let me know if you hear me well, okay? Because once again, rarely do live streams, almost never do live streams, and this is the very first time I'm actually freaking doing it properly. So if you guys can let me know if you can hear me well, if you can see me well, anything you'd like me to improve, let me know. It's not gonna I'm gonna be able to do it, most likely, but let's do it. Okay, let's do this one. Former Amon Amarth members join forces in a new band called Fimbulwinter. Okay, 3 former Amon Amarth members have joined forces in a new band called Fimbulwinter. Fimbulwinter. The project consists of original Amon Amarth members Nikko Kaukinen on drums, amazing drummer, Anders Biazzi on guitar, and Fredrik Andersson on lead guitar. Joined by Gustav Myrin and Clint Williams on vocals. This is cool. I think they already played a show like half a year ago, because I remember reading the news about Fimbulwinter, something like this. But whenever I hear such news, and for the record, I love Amon Amarth. I think not really because I'm a Tolkien fan, but the name of course comes from Tolkien. But I like their music. I really do. And this is definitely one of those bands that I enjoy listening to on pretty much any occasion. You have basically whatever you want there. But whenever I hear such news of people, of ex-band members of one particular band uniting for a new band, it's like, I was like, okay, what are you guys gonna play? And they already said over here that they are gonna play Old demos and classic songs we were involved with in some way, but never had 5 original new songs. Okay, they have original new songs, but whenever you're making a new band, just to be able to play the songs you co-wrote with your previous band, I'm always like, like, I don't know. It might be just me, but what's the fucking point? If I can hear the original, if I can go out and see Amon Amarth, what's the point of you creating another band that does exactly the same thing? Never could understand that. I don't know. It might be just me. I might be like super picky on this one. Let me know. I might be stupid, but I was like, what's the point of creating a Amon Amarth Part 2? But of course, if they have more originals, then it's fun. Then it's super fun. But once again, then there's a question: are they going to be a clone of Amon Amarth, or is it going to be something actually interesting? Because the musicianship of these, at least, I'll be honest with you, I don't know Gustav and Clint that much. Clint Williams. Who's Clint Williams? Such a. I don't think these guys are Clint Williams's. Oh my god, who's Clint Williams? Vocalist. Let's do like this. Clint Williams, vocalist. Hi, my name is Clint. I'm an idiot. After 15 years of playing guitar, I still forget what gosh strings go on my guitar. No, I hope that's not him. Clint Williams. Okay. Encyclopedia Metallum. Fimble Winter. Okay, obviously. Mechanical Soul. Munitions and Nemasium. Yeah, I might be not a true metalhead, but I don't know any of these bands. I have no idea who Clint Williams is. He, for all I know, he might be incredible. He might be one of the best, vocalists out there. But yeah, I don't know who they are. Basically, the 3 guys who were in the Amon Amarth before, of course, they're pretty cool. But I really wonder whether they are going to be able to play something new here and bring something new to the table of this melodic death metal sound that I love Amon Amarth for. I don't know. Okay, what do you guys say about this? Let's read some. So Megadeth has been playing. Okay, we'll talk about Megadeth in a moment. Cancer Christ broke up last week. Oh my, really? What is? Okay, so Cancer Christ broke up last week, and singer stole 2 cars, and one of them keeper smashed off in Tesla out use national park. What? I don't know. It's at Yosemite National Park when the cop he was throwing beer can out of the stolen car, still smashed in that Tesla when got arrested and put in a psych ward. Oh my god, this is fucking insane. This is the news you never expect to hear. Okay, we'll talk about we'll talk about this in a second, I guess. But yeah, I agree. You should do original stuff. But Amon Amarth Life is boring if you're old school fan, because they almost never play early stuff. Okay, this I agree. They never play early stuff. They're like In Flames for me. This is one of the weirdest things. Those who are not on the channel know that although I rarely speak about In Flames was a huge part of my life growing up. Like, it was a very important band for me, and I love their first albums. Their first 5 albums for me, and I would skip Lunar Strain, and then I would go into Just Race, Horacle, Colony and Clayman. Those 4 albums are everything for me. Like, if you want to listen to a perfect melodic death metal album, just put in any of those 4 and you'll be good. But no, they never play any songs from those albums. They sometimes play Only for the Weak and Bullet Ride or something like this, and that's it. So that's the same thing with Amon Amarth. I would love to hear more originals. This is Bill Grogan from the depth of hell, New Jersey. Hi, Bill. How's it going, man? I know it's early for a lot of you guys in the United States. It's 6:21 p.m. here in Ukraine. So I've been up for quite some time. I have 2 kids, so I wake up early, always. Guys, I think my YouTube says that I have some connectivity problems. Is that true? hear me well? Do you see me well? Am I like lagging or not? Please write it up in the chat. I'm reading the chat actually, but who fucking knows? Let me know, please. If I need to restart this, I would rather do this if you guys can hear me. Okay, let me know, guys. Can I hear you? Can I see you? Do you hear me well? Okay, Marshall just said, yeah, I can hear and see you pretty well. Perfect. Yes, you're all good. Thank you, guys. Okay, so regarding the Amon Amarth Maiden project, hear you. Perfect, thank you. So regarding the Amon Amarth thing, once again, if they're gonna be able to do something new and unique, perfect. If it's just gonna be a, you know, another rip-off, exactly the same songs, exactly the same everything, I'm not a fan usually of such things. Like I'll just be honest with you. Okay, let's go on to the next news. And I'm just going through the news, by the way, that we discussed in Ukrainian channel, because I have a Ukrainian, for those who came in a little bit later, I have a Ukrainian channel in which every Saturday in the morning I release a video called Metal Digest. So basically I talk about all the biggest news from the world of metal in the past year, or in the past year, in the past week, and discuss them, joke about them and stuff like that. It's not done in the format of a live stream, so it's a pre-recorded video. But basically, this live stream is an idea. It's just a test idea for a test out. You know, if it works well, then you know why not do the same thing? You know, in English, and then we can talk about more bands than Iron Maiden and Judas Priest. Sometimes we'll still talk about Iron Maiden and Judas Priest all the time. You know me. These are the bands I cannot go on without. Okay, so this is crazy. Longtime Dimmu Borgir guitarist Galder announces his departure from the band. The guy has been with Dimmu Borgir. I'm not a fan of Dimmu Borgir, but the guy has been with Dimmu Borgir for 25 years, something like this. I remember the news when I discovered, Dimmu Borgir. I discovered them in 2000 or in 2001, and already then. The diehard fans of Dimmu Borgir, they were telling me like, oh my god, Galder guy is so freaking awesome. He's like the true leader of Dimmu Borgir, whatever it is. But this is insane. So basically, longtime Dimmu Borgir guitarist Galder, real name Thomas Rune Anderson. Now had no idea what his real name was. Obviously, has announced his departure from the band. On Sunday, August 18th, Galder took to social media to write, announcement. Yesterday I played my last show with Dimmu Borgir. After almost 25 years, see, I was right, of making music and playing with Dimmu Borgir, I have decided to leave the band. I have been thinking about this for years, and as many of you have been pointing out, it's time for Old Man's Child to get on stage again and finalizing the new album. I wish the best for the other members of the band moving forward. Okay, so it's not just leaving for the sake of leaving, and he's leaving the world of metal or whatever it is. He's going to concentrate on Old Man's Child. Old Man's Child is another project of his, which I believe that, once again, those who are the fans of Dimmu Borgir, at least the guys told me that it's much stronger than Dimmu Borgir itself. At least the latest outcomes. Let's see. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear this. My internet is not good, right? Ah, this, by the way. Let's play something. I'll be honest with you. But, it's pretty big news. Galder is 47, apparently. And at 47, he decides to... So he's been with the band since he was, like, in the early 20s. 20-something, 21, 22. This is insane. And he decided to leave the band. Wow, this is pretty big news. But I guess good luck with him on Old Man's Child. Old Man's Child. Okay, here's what he said in 2010 interview. It's not really that abnormal to have different bands when you play in the black metal scene. Most of the musicians, they play in like 3 or 4 different bands, which is true. Okay, half of my friends here in Ukraine who are obsessed with black metal. I don't know if you know, but the black metal scene here in Ukraine is huge. It's really big. Um, yeah, and most of them play in like 3 to 4 to 5 bands at least. At least the death metal guys, they are more clingy to their material and their stuff. But this is pretty big news still, right? Most of the musicians, they play in like 3 or 4 other bands. Dimmu is one of the biggest bands in the black metal scene, so we tour a lot. But with Old Man's Child, I don't tour so much. If I was out on the road with a band for 4 or 5 months, I wouldn't be able to do it. But since we don't tour that much, I'm able to do the 2 bands. I've been working really good. It's been working really good. No problems so far. It's been very smooth. So that's what he said. This is what Galder said in 2010. 14 years forward, basically, yeah, he says that he's not going to be able to do it anymore. He's going to concentrate only on Old Man's Child, which is okay. But I guess a pretty big hit for all the Dimmu Borgir fans. Whenever I posted this news on the Ukrainian channel, where once again I have a lot of black metal fans on the channel, like people went nuts. A lot of people said that it's basically the end of Dimmu Borgir as we know it, at least. So it's a pretty big hit. What do you guys think? Are you guys into Dimmu Borgir and black metal overall? I'm not really a fan. I like some music, but I'm more of a fan of like Drut or something like this, or post black metal like White Word, for example. Those are the bands that I can enjoy quite a lot, and early Cradle of Filth or something like this. But I'm not really a fan. It's definitely not the music I usually put in when I'm driving and I want to enjoy my drive. But what about you? Let me know. I've been wondering whether you guys would want me to talk more about black metal on the show, which is kind of, yeah. Old Man's Dimmu is fine. Yeah, Dimmu Borgir is fine. Like, I mean, it's one of those bands. It's safe, I guess. Yeah, it's one of those safer black metal bands that most metalheads at least, kind of can casually enjoy. Kerry King on vocals. Yeah, we'll talk about this in a moment. Vince, we'll talk. I think the next news or the news after that will be about Kerry King on vocals. I love Old Man's Child. The song you played was just an intro. The newer stuff is more symphonic. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. I'll definitely check it out. It's because, I mean, I feel like when a very established musician, and Galder is definitely a very established musician. Even though I'm not really a fan of Dimmu Borgir, I know of Galder, of course. And if you show me the picture, I'll be like, oh, that's Galder, of course. So, when an established musician like this, who has a safe band and who is doing really, really well in the scene, decides to leave his main project to focus on something that he loves more, something of his own, I feel like this definitely, first of all, deserves a lot of respect. Because I don't think that he's been treated not well in Dimmu Borgir. He would have left a long time before that. But it definitely, at least for me, is a green light to check out the band he left to form. Because, this is usually, at least for me, takes a lot of, I feel like it takes a lot of courage and respect to do that. And I respect every, musician almost who left the major acts to do something on their own. I respect Bruce Dickinson for leaving and Adrian Smith for leaving Iron Maiden back in the day. I really, really respect them. I respect Rob, whose sunglasses will give away in, I guess, 10 minutes or something like this. I really respect him for doing what he wanted to do in the 90s. Same with, most other major acts. So I'm gonna check out Old Man's Child. Definitely gonna check out. Even though I'm not sure if I'm going to be speaking about them on the channel, unless there'll be interest, of course. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see what else is out there. Okay, so the next news. Let's check it out. Blubbermouth. I'm going through Blubbermouth because it's just so easy. They have everything there. Okay, this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny, guys. Bear with me. Charlie Benante on next Anthrax album. There are 3 songs that don't sound like anything we've done before. So, from this news, from the title of these news, all of us can assume that there is a new Anthrax album coming out very, very soon, right? I mean, the guys already know that there are at least 3 songs that don't sound like anything like they done before. But when I just started this channel, that was 3.5 years ago. I just started the Metal Pilgrim channel, and I had a chance of speaking to Bello, Mr. Bello, on the show, the bassist of Anthrax. And back then, Frank Bello already told me that, hey, we are like really deep into the new album. It's gonna be very, very soon. It's gonna be amazing. We're not in a rush of releasing it, but from the way we spoke about it, it sounded like, okay, maybe not. And we spoke about this like in June or July, but it sounded like, okay, so maybe not in the next 3 to 4 months, but definitely in the next 8 to 12 months, there will be a new Anthrax album. Surprise, surprise. Fast forward, 3.5 years since then, the guys are still not done with it. So I'm like, at this point, and I love Anthrax. I'll be honest with you, I love Anthrax, but at this point, I cannot take the news about the new album seriously anymore, because it's been years. It's been years since they, announced that they are working on it. Let's see what he says about it. It's Metal Hammer. They spoke to Metal Hammer. There's a song which had the same kind of epic feel as In the End from Worship Music and Blood Eagle Wings from For All Kings. It revolves around the journey we've been on with the band. Great. And there are 3 songs that don't sound like anything we've done before. One called The Edge of Perfection, I had way before COVID. So I guess it's one of those songs that Franco Ballard already told me about back then. But I'm gonna find that interview. I'm gonna find that interview and post a link for you guys. And it just stayed with me. The melody and the chords, but also the aggression. Ian added, none of the songs are actually finished. 3.5 years since I heard about it. Joe sang on 9 of them. I've got the lyrics to write for 4 of them, so not all the lyrics are ready yet. I think all the songs will be good enough to come out in some way, shape, or form. Wow. Seriously, I'm gonna look it up. So how do you do it? I'm gonna most likely you have to do it like this. Anthrax interview. Yeah, Anthrax interview Metal Pilgrim. 3 years ago. This is the interview I've been talking about on Anthrax 40th. Okay, so that was when Anthrax had their 40th anniversary show. This is insane. They were formed in 2020, right? In 1980. So the 40th anniversary show should have been, or 1981. I don't remember, but oh my God, it's been 3 years at the very least that Frank Ballo told me about the new album that it's coming out soon. Well, hopefully they will be actually releasing it sometime soon. But I, in all seriousness, I fucking love Anthrax, but I cannot take it seriously. The news about the new album. It's been way too long at this point. Insane. Oh my God, I love it. What do you guys think about Anthrax, by the way? It's one of those. It's one of those bands that. Okay, so I never think to myself when driving on the road, be like, yeah, I feel like Anthrax. Yeah, I'm gonna put some Anthrax up, and play it in the car, drive through the highway on a highway, and listen to Anthrax blasting in my speakers. Like, never do. But at the same time, whenever they come up on my phone, on my YouTube Music I use. I don't like Spotify, by the way. I use YouTube Music. So whenever they come up in my playlist, I'm like, yeah, I really dig it. I really enjoy it. But for some weird reason, I never really was able to dive deep into them. Maybe that's why I don't usually listen to them regularly. Anthrax died after Persistence of Time. Bush ruined the band. Well, Persistence of Time, yeah. Yeah, after that, Bush ruined the band. Some would say Bush saved the band. Some others say that he'd ruined the band. Who fucking knows? Those bands should only announce new albums when they are ready for release, as it often takes time, years, to produce a decent album. 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you, especially when you're a band of such level and status as Anthrax. Anthrax is a great band. Completely agree with you, and that's exactly why I am actually so confused about these news. Like I love Anthrax. I think it's fucking great band, but seriously, it's been at least 3 years since Frank Ballard told me that they're releasing a new album. Fuck, it's just too long. I really do like For All Kings and Persistence of Time. Yeah. Anthrax had some great songs, but Slayer and Metallica were way more consistent in producing overall decent albums. Well, this is very hard to, disagree with. Really hard. No way the first 3 albums are no fillers. Also hard to agree with. But if you think about, someone like Metallica, I know with just how much crap the albums like Load and Reload got, and even Saint Anger, the amount of crap those albums got, in reality, and they're still, at least to me, freaking amazing albums. Yes, these are not the albums that, I'll love Metallica for the most. Usually, those who are not into the show know that, for me, nothing matches Ride the Lightning and I guess Master of Puppets, Kill 'Em All, and Justice for All. But, I love listening to Reload. I don't mind the fillers, absolutely. It was one of the first Metallica, it was, one of the first Metallica albums that, after playing Ride the Lightning on repeat for so long, I've had a chance of listening to, properly. So I enjoy it a lot. But so I think that their discography is pretty strong, no matter what anybody says. With Anthrax, maybe because I don't know them that well, maybe that's why I cannot really say the same thing. But who knows? Okay, that's funny. Saint Anger is more of the soundtrack to the documentary comedy. That's funny. That's actually really hilarious. I was watching a Sodom live stream of the Summer Breeze Festival the other day. Damn, they still kill it. Better than on record. Sodom are fucking insane. This is an insane band. The amount of energy. I've never seen them live, myself, so I cannot really judge of a band before I see them live. That's why I can talk crap about Sleep Token, by the way. I'll tell you one other time about my experience with Sleep Token. But going back to Sodom, from what I saw, online, they're freaking insane. Absolutely. I love it. Okay. Shall we go on and read the other news? My friends. By the way, guys, those who are new, who just joined us, your last chance to win the Rob Halford's glasses, the actual glasses he's worn on the 50 Heavy Metal Years tour, and once worn by Metal Pilgrim, because I had to try them on in the very beginning of this live stream. But if you guys would like to participate and donate to the amazing cause, we're raising money for, of course, for medical equipment for civilians, and I'm personally going to be driving them to those in need. If you guys still want to participate, they can be yours for a donation of just $10. Every $10 you donate gives you one chance to win these, and we'll announce the winner at the very end of this live stream event, which is gonna be in like roughly 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. I wanna wrap it up in under an hour. Because it's the first time I'm doing it, and I never know if it's too boring for you guys. By the way, if it's super boring, let me know. Let me know what to change. I'd love to improve this, and actually, who knows? Maybe it will become a regular thing. So, yeah. Please, before go. So first of all, go donate if you haven't done so yet. If you want to, of course. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Do whatever you guys want. But also, what I really ask you to do is. First of all, write out whether you would like me to do such live streams once in a while. And number 2 thing is whether you would like me to release something called Metal Digests. So basically, when on every Saturday or Sunday morning, I'll be recording I'll be posting a pre-recorded video of discussing all the news, just like this, but more structured when I actually prepare for them. Because I haven't prepared. I haven't read properly any of these news before this live stream. Just FYI. So I'm reading them together with you. I'm actually reacting to them. I guess it's called reaction. I told everyone that I would never do a fucking reaction video. I hate reaction videos. I cannot stand them. So it's another thing. But let me know whether you would like me to release the metal digests in which we talk about the news in the world of heavy metal. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on and on. Charlie Benante, once again, would love for a new Anthrax album to finally drop. Absolutely love it. But I cannot take this news seriously. 3.5 years since at least I know about it. It's fucking way too much. Go on, rewatch that interview with Frank Bell, by the way. It was a fun one. It was a fun one. I remember talking to Frank. Their PR manager, by the way, I just realized that. Oh my god. When I was doing that interview with Frank Ballo, when I was talking... oh my god. I was talking to Frank Ballo, and Frank told me, hey man, we are working a new album, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be about this and that and that and that. It's going to have like this new sound and something like that. Keep in mind, 3.5 years ago that was. So Frank Ballo told me that. And the PR manager of Anthrax got mad with me after the interview because they were like, oh, we asked you to not ask him about the new album. I didn't even ask him about the new album. He told me about it himself. But either way, and they said that they said that something like, oh, we're getting ready with a huge announcement in the coming weeks, and you just spoiled it or something like that. It's been 3.5 years, no huge announcement, and they're still working on a new album and talking about it left and right. So surprise, surprise, I'm not buying it. Before I see the actual release date, I'm not buying a new Anthrax album whatsoever. Okay, Coroner. Coroner's first new album in more than 30 years will be more mature and more song-oriented than past releases. Okay, the Coroner is one of those great European thrash metal bands that has been very popular, at least in Europe, in the 90s, in the early 2000s when I was growing up. They were huge. And the whole fact that we might get to hear a new album from Coroner, I think is a huge gift to all of the thrash metal fans. So what do they have to say? They say, yeah, Tommy can tell me more about it, but we have some songs recorded. And my feeling is the songs are much more polished and mature than it was in the first career. But Tommy can better answer. Okay, this is actually quite funny because we're talking about more mature songs compared to something which was released more than 30 years ago. Compared to something which was released more than whole 1.5 adult people ago. This is fucking insane. But I'm really happy, for Coroner to be back. I know that they've been doing quite a bunch of shows in the past years, and the whole idea that there's a new album coming out is fucking awesome. Tommy chimed in. I wouldn't agree that it's more polished. It's more mature, I would say. In the past, we wrote music more to show off that we practiced a lot. And nowadays, we write more from the heart and from the balls. That's another thing, is that for a band like Coroner, for those who don't know about them, at least they were back in the day, super technical. It's one of those really technical thrash metal bands that is incredible in their musicianship level was just on whole new level. Like it's an incredible band. But realistically, and this is something I've been talking about quite a lot lately, today in 2024 it's really hard to impress someone with just your skills. It is I would argue that we go back to the times of the 70s when Judas Priest, in the late 70s, when they kind of slowed heavy metal down a little bit in terms of the technicality. And now people value way more a catchy song, a good and well-written song, much more than they value a very technical musicianship. Because YouTube killed it. YouTube just open YouTube and type in amazing guitar solo, and you'll find a 15-year-old dude who is shredding like crazy, better than anybody you've ever seen live, most likely, and he's doing it from his bedroom. So yeah, you cannot really impress them, the average listener, with just your technicality at this point. But it's a really good thing that they are releasing a new album, and I'm really happy to hear that it's going to be more mature. It's not just going to be showing off, and we actually get to hear some good songs, from Coroner. So true. It's all about your songwriting abilities, not your shredability. 100% agree. 100% agree. Thank you. It probably won't happen, but it would be awesome if Pantera released a new album. Ooh, I cannot even imagine how much crap would they have gotten for it if they released a new album with Zakk Wylde and Charlie Benante. Oh my god. I actually just want to see this announcement so that I can read the comments under it. Oh my god, this would be incredible. I would go live just to discuss this and the comments there. I'll be like, okay guys, we're not doing anything. We're just gonna be reading the comments and all those people who are for that and against it, and just like putting them together. Oh my god, that would be so funny. Literally hilarious. But yeah, back to Coroner. I think it's great news. It's one of those bands that I'll be definitely checking out when they drop a new album. And it's definitely one of those bands that I would love to see live in person. Okay, before we go to I know the last news will be about Kerry King on vocals. We'll talk about this in a moment. But before that, I wanted to discuss this shit. So, there's a huge scandal going on in the world of metal. Fallen in Reverse vocalist Ronnie Radke just filed a defamation suit against a YouTuber. I like how everyone calls him a critic, Anthony Fantano, against a YouTuber and TikToker, Anthony Fantano. This is insane, what is going on here. It's been going on for more than a year, and this is something that we can actually discuss quite often. So, here's the news. Fallen in Reverse frontman Ronnie Radke has reportedly filed a defamation suit against online critic, once again a YouTuber, Anthony Fantano, claiming that the social media star had acted in malice and engaged in fraud in posting commentary about the singer in a 2023 video titled "This Guy Sucks." All right. So, basically what is going on here, I just read this article, but basically what is going on is Ronnie and Anthony had some falling out on Twitter. I guess X, you have to call it X now. I still call it Twitter. On Twitter, they had some falling out because Anthony posted like some, terrible review of Ronnie Radke, of Fallen in Reverse, and they had a fight on Twitter. After which, Anthony Fantano posted a video titled "This Guy Sucks," in which he spoke about how Ronnie Radke is a terrible human being, and basically collected a lot of excerpts from what he found online about how he beat the people up, about how he's being self-centered and so on and so forth, and about accusations of rape and stuff like that. Just some terrible stuff. If you watch this video, you will believe that Ronnie Radke is human garbage, literally. After which Ronnie Radke basically told him to take it down because either none of those claims or 90% of those claims were not true, and they were actually legally proven to be not true, and it was all just false trying and an attempt to cancel Ronnie Radke. And he actually has legal documents to support his statement. Anthony, of course, declined this request, and the video has been up for a year, and I think it's still up. Let's check it out. I think it's still up. As of a couple of days ago. This guy sucks. Radke. Yeah. So Anthony Fantano did not take this video down. This video is still up. It's right here. You can go and watch it if you care about it. I I wouldn't watch it. But yeah, if you watch this video, you'll believe that, Ronnie Radke is the worst human being on earth and he should be cancelled like right away. And now Radke is filing defamation suit against Anthony because apparently it's all lies and he has legal proof that it is all lies. And this is the craziest shit because, and hear me out here. First of all, for the record, I fucking hate Fallen in Reverse. I think it's not a good band. Like, I cannot stand this band. I tried listening to their new album, and I couldn't stand more than 2 minutes of it. It's just, I don't know, not my kind of music. I have nothing against the people who listen to it, but it's not my kind of music whatsoever. Even more, I'll tell you this. I personally really don't like Ronnie Radke. I think he's not a nice human being from the many interviews I've seen online, from the many different things he posted online, from the whole fact that he hangs out with Russian pro-Putin bastards all the time. That's he's not a nice human being. If you would ask me, I would never shake a hand of Ronnie Radke for it. Even more, that's actually really funny. When the war in Ukraine broke out, the big full-scale invasion, on the 24th of February in 2022, Ronnie posted a tweet in support of Ukrainians. But after that, when he announced that he's going to go on a tour with Slaughter to Prevail, who, by the way, are don't call them the oppositionists of Russia. They're not. He removed that tweet. Removed it. So there's, he actually said to look good, he posted something, in support of Ukrainians. But the moment everyone saw it and he didn't want the record of it, he removed it and went on tour with some Russian bastards. So for me, I have no respect for Ronnie Radke. But at the same time, I would never post a video like "this guy sucks," because, the video itself is not really accurate, as I understand. I didn't dive deep into it. I'll be honest, because I don't want to waste 40 minutes of my time doing it. But if it was a lie, then Anthony Fantano had no right to do it. No matter how much he hates Ronnie Radke. And once again, cannot stand the guy as well. But I don't know. What about you? I never watch Anthony. I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. But from what I hear, he deliberately kind of twisted the facts to be able to hype on this topic. Let me know. What do you guys think? Has anyone followed this closely? If you have, let me know what you guys think, because it's a very interesting topic. Because, on this channel, I try to not shit on musicians, right? You know that one of the, once again, biggest criticisms of this channel overall is that I like everything. Well, guess why? Because I personally do not really release videos about something I don't like. I don't like a lot of stuff, and Fallen in Reverse is one of them. I cannot stand their music. I'm so sorry. I cannot stand their music. I really cannot stand Ronnie Radke. But I wouldn't go out of my way to try to find some fake information to make the fans cancel him. This is definitely, I'm really not a fan of cancel culture whatsoever. I'm really not a fan of it. So I don't understand why someone spent hours on research trying to find the information which he knew was false and presented in a falsely manner, just to be able to shit on somebody they don't like. I don't know. I spent way too much time on this already, but it's just the whole idea, I'm kind of worried about the state, the power that some YouTubers have, to be honest with you. I obviously have no power, right? I'm a small-ass YouTuber. We have a nice, very gentle community here of Metal Pilgrims, and I'm really happy for it. We are we're joining here to fucking love music, not to shit on someone. But I've been kind of, I read this news and I was really, really appalled by it. Appalled by both sides. First of all, because I know Ronnie Radke is not a nice guy, and I really cannot stand it. I, you can't even imagine how much I cannot stand this. But on the other hand, if there was some false information that was presented in a false manner on purpose, just to be able to, start the whole cancel Ronnie Radke campaign, this is messed up. And, a YouTuber should definitely not have a power like this. Okay, I'm gonna read some news, guys. I'm really curious what you have. That's the problem. Talking trash, if you can't prove it, you're leaving yourself wide open to be sued. That's exactly what I said, right? I mean, this is not good. Is it as bad as Avenged Sevenfold shit? No, dude. Steve Lapointe, no. Avenged Sevenfold is fucking Mozart, at least to me, compared to Fallen in Reverse. It's just not good music. I'm so sorry, and guys. I'm so sorry if there are any Fallen in Reverse fans here. Like, I really don't want to offend you. This is just my opinion. I really, really don't want to offend you. Not in any way. Hey, check out this T-shirt. Just realized that I wore a Metal Pilgrim T-shirt. That is pretty cool. I really, really don't want to offend you, but it's not my kind of music. I really can't stand it. I can't stand any metalcore, gay thrash metal, deathcore, weak death metal, or grindcore. No talent, just mindless chaos. I cannot say anything against it. I'm sorry. I guess there are some cool bands, but not many. Feo Machado, Brazil, here, mate. Hi, let's go, man. Thank you for joining. I wish there would be some more people defending metal culture from watered down corporate mainstream bullshit like FIR, Fallen in Reverse, and Sleep Token. It's time to fight for true metal. There are bad people in music, but there's time and place for it, and most people would be surprised who the bad actors are, who are not nice people. Just saying. Everything is true. Everything is true, guys. Regarding Sleep Token, I'm gonna sit down and I promise you I'll release a video about it. But the Sleep Token is something I cannot stand. I really tried. Sleep Token was definitely one of those bands that I wanted to get into because, everyone was talking about it, and I really wanted to have a young new band that is just on the rise in my playlist. And I tried listening to it for several times, and I've listened to more than one song in time. I tried to listen to it continuously. I cannot stand it. I think, and I'm sorry for all the Sleep Token fans, once again, nothing against Sleep Token. I have nothing against Sleep Token community at all, but to me, it's just the composition skills are not the best. I'm sorry. The songs are way dragged out. They have no idea what the culmination is. The climax of a song should be built into, in my opinion, because I'm coming from a more classic background, I guess. But you cannot just drop it out of the blue, out of nowhere, and then just have it lead to nothing. That's my biggest criticism, by the way, about Metallica's 72 season, which is much better than anything Sleep Token has released, for the record. But some culminations they just don't lead anywhere, and this is bullshit. So I really don't like Sleep Token, and I actually saw them live. I tried to see them live. I saw 3 songs live at Wacken Open Air last year in 2023, and I have the footage from it. So I really was trying to get into this band, because usually there are quite a lot of bands which I'm not really a fan of, but then I see them live and I was like, oh my god, I'm blown away. This is incredible. Fucking give me more. And Sleep Token was completely opposite. It was just, oh my god, why did I just spend 15 minutes of my time and my life on this bullshit? Like, it was really hard to watch. Like, it was really, really bad. I would even say, I would go as far as to say that Sleep Token live to me is even less fun than Sleep Token, in my stereo. I'm sorry, and once again, this is not to say that Sleep Token fans are stupid. No, not at all. I might be stupid and I might not understand something here. It's just I really don't like it. It's just not my kind of music. And Fallen in Reverse, a different kind of music, but still not my kind of music. But still, I think you shouldn't talk trash about people if you cannot support your claims and if you're not 100% sure about it. That's why I never talk badly about anybody on this show, because if I cannot prove it 100% with 100% certainty, I would never ever claim that somebody is an asshole. I live by Lemmy's rules, I guess. Lemmy was always like this. Lemmy would not say anything about you unless he knew 100% that you're a fucking asshole. Then he would bring you down. Then he would like fucking kill you. But if I'm not 100% sure, I'll stay away from it. And I think that Anthony Fantano, might have crossed the line here. While Ronnie Radke is still not really my favorite human being. Okay, let's go. It's too much time spent on Ronnie Radke. I wanted to finish it by this hour, but let's do another one. Look out! There could be a future where we get to hear Kerry King on vocals. Oh my god! I don't know whether to be excited about it or be scared by it. File this one under morbid curiosities. But there is apparently a version of some of the tracks on Kerry King's solo debut album From Hell Arise where the outspoken guitarist laid down his own vocals. Oh my god, this is fucking incredible. I just sound like an angry white punk kid. I think it sounds kind of adolescent-like. Oh my god, this is incredible. I would actually pay good money to hear the demo version of Kerry King singing. I hope that he tried his best to do it. I hope that he had in the back of his head an idea that maybe he sounds good on tape, on vocals, and he can actually play guitar and sing at the same time like James Hetfield does or Dave Mustaine does. And then, I hope that it's not just like half-ass performance. I hope that he actually tried to do it, because I would pay good money to listen to this. He recorded those vocals because I know how it goes. Unless I stumble on enunciation or something. It's just ironic that I stumbled on this on this word. So yeah, I knew how it went. Oh my god, this is fucking insane. So for those who missed it, right, Kerry King of course has a new band, and he has Death Angel vocalist on it, singing of course, but apparently he recorded the demo version with his own vocals, and now he actually says that he doesn't mind releasing this material for everybody to enjoy and to shit on. Okay, so basically he said, I'm not against it. If you ask me, like, what if Glenn Tipton sang on... Okay, sorry, go back. So when asked whether he would like to actually release this, right? He said, I'm not against it. If you ask me, like, what if Glenn Tipton sang all the Priest songs? Would you want to hear it? I'm like, that's a weird scenario because it's fucking Rob Halford, but I'd be curious. It's intriguing. We'll see. And I'll send the next one too. So it's not like it's going away. I agree with him. This is one of the exactly the same things. If you tell me that there's a demo version of, Victim of Changes, where Glenn Tipton is singing instead of Rob Halford, I would pay a couple of $100 to fucking get the tape. I would really, really want it. Of course, me being a huge Judas Priest fan, and even more so, I would love to hear Kerry King singing. And he actually, in the same news, he goes on telling that he cannot. He's one of those guitarists who cannot really play and sing at the same time, unlike James Hetfield or Dave Mustaine. But I think it's just hilarious. If he releases it, he can actually raise pretty good money for it. I know a bunch of huge Slayer fans and Kerry King fans, I guess, who would pay good money to watch this crap, to hear this crap. I'm sure it is terrible. I'm sure it's just it's not good, and that's exactly why I want to listen to it. Not because. Can you imagine if Kerry King is actually an incredible vocalist? Can you imagine if it's actually like Rob Halford level of vocals. That would be so hilarious. He would make all the headlines. But imagine if Kerry King sounded like Tobias from Ghost, or someone says that. Yeah, exactly. It's about time Kerry King sang, as he's always looked like a badass singer. Yeah, badass singer. Yeah. Steve Lapointe, saw him 3 weeks ago. How was it, Steve? Let us know. I haven't. I saw a couple of live recordings on YouTube, but I haven't seen the band, of course. Metal is meant to be offensive and intolerant. All this inclusivity and friendliness is what is plaguing the community. I guess it's a comment for our previous discussion about Ronnie Radke. Ronnie Radke is still an asshole. I don't care. Rob Dukes from Exodus is the best thrash vocalist. Millie from Creator is also great. Millie Petrossi is freaking incredible. And seeing Creator live is one of the highlights of any festival. They're a great band. I wish Creator, all the best, because to me, it's definitely one of the best thrash metal bands out there to ever walk the earth. So Creator is incredible. Really love them. But yeah, Kerry King, you can actually go to metalsucks.net. This is the YouTube video where he spoke to, what's the name of the show? He spoke to the SDR show. I have no idea what the show is, but you can go and actually listen to this interview. And basically in this interview, he says that he has a bunch of songs with his vocals from the latest album. And even more so, what I love is that he intends to record the next demos for the next album in exactly the same manner. So there will definitely be more demos of Kerry King singing, and it's hilarious. And I really want to fucking obtain those copies. It'd be awesome. All right, guys, we've been hanging out for more than an hour now. I think it's time for us to close all the donation booths and everything like this. Let's see my email address, whether there were more donations. I receive automatic reports. There are more. Okay, we are good. I think it's time for the main part of this episode and to close this live stream of ours. Guys, first of all, I would like to thank, I'm gonna go here. I would like to thank each and every one of those people who donated to our amazing cause with the Judas Priest. For those who missed it, just in case, together with Judas Priest, we've launched a new fundraising campaign for Ukrainian civilians. I'm from Ukraine, in case you didn't know that. I am from Ukraine. I am in Ukraine. I'm sitting right here in Kyiv. I've turned off my air raid siren for this, notificator for this episode, just to be able to hang out with you guys in live stream. But together with Rob Halford and Judas Priest, we've been collecting money for Ukrainian civilians, and as a part of this campaign of ours, we decided to, Rob has gifted his sunglasses, the one he's worn on the 50th. On the 50 Heavy Metal Years tour. And these are the sunglasses that we will give away to one lucky bastard who donated just $10 or more, for this campaign, for this amazing cause. And here's the thing. I'm gonna actually open the document right now and see how much we've raised so far. Please bear with me that this number is not 100% final. There are a couple of donations that are still on the way, from corporate maybe or something like this. So there might be some fluctuations of a couple of bucks here and there. So I'm gonna say the numbers, and of course, part of the donations were done in different currencies. So some in US dollars, some in euros, and the other ones in Ukrainian hryvnias. And the exchange rate, of course, fluctuates quite a lot. But Nevertheless, we were able to raise, as of right now, $21,741 for the sunglasses. $21,000. Rob Halford, happy birthday to you, man. God bless you. You're incredible. You're a true metal god. I think it's no secret that for me, Judas Priest is one of the most important bands in my life. They wrote a soundtrack to my life, and Rob Halford sang on part of this soundtrack. Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Metallica, and Motorhead are the 4 bands without which I cannot even imagine my life. And the whole fact that Judas Priest invited me, and Rob donated these sunglasses, for which we were able to raise more than $20,000, is just mind blowing and means the world to me. And I thank each and every one of those people who donated with a $1. There were so many donations of just $1 or $2, and I thank you guys so much for this. There were some donations of 1 hryvnia. 1 hryvnia is 40 hryvnias is $1. So you can imagine it's just 2 cents or 3 cents. But in that pile, we were able to raise more than $20,000, and there were a couple of companies that donated money and said that, hey, we don't want to participate in this. We don't need the fund. The glasses. We don't need a chance to win the glasses. But we were still, they still donated because they believe in the cause. Number one thing, and number two, one of the companies that donated close to $5,000, their CEO told me, I had Judas Priest posters on my walls growing up, so let me pay for one of the hematological analyzers. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much for this. This means the world. This means the world to me. And I think I have the pictures, and I'll post a very detailed report with everything, how much we made, and stuff like that on metalpilgrim.net, on my website. So if you have no idea, I also have a website on which I rarely post something, but it's mostly used for merch. But it doesn't open for some reason. It is mostly used for merch purchases. I'll post a more detailed report about everything on there, and on my YouTube, of course, community posts, Instagram, and so on and so forth. But going back to the actual thing, we have, although we raised $21,000, we have 1,712 qualifying tickets. So 1,712 tickets for winning this thing. So we're gonna do right this online. I'm gonna, together with you, I'm gonna generate a random.org number from 1 to 1712. Let me triple check it in my Excel file. Yes, 1712. And we're gonna generate the result right now and see who is gonna win this. And then I'll have announcement for the next stage of our campaign, guys. So please stay tuned. Please don't leave me for another 5 minutes. I promise you, 5 minutes, and that's it. Generate. So the number, and it's on paper with everyone, is 496. Let me see who did it. Who is the lucky bastard with 496 ticket? All right, 496 is the guy named Alexander Fedorenko. I guess he's from Ukraine. He donated on the 5th of July, and he donated a very substantial sum. I'm not sure if I am allowed to say how much exactly, but that's fucking awesome. Congrats, man, Alexander Fedorenko. Congrats, you just won the one piece of metal memorabilia that has no match. Congrats, man. I'll be very honest with you. I donated there as well because I wanted to win those. I'm serious, but I'm gonna do this now. I cannot show this. It just shows my Safari, but Alexander Fedorenko donated on the 5th of July at 21:20, so 9:20 p.m. Ukrainian time, and fuck it, donated $150. Thank you so much for this, man, and you get to win this. But thank you to everyone who's participated in this. In addition to this, I promised a little something from Metal God to top 10 people who donated, and Rob Halford actually has given me something. He prepared little exclusive gift packages like these for the top donors. And I thank him for this very, very much. What it includes the two picks, the two one-of-a-kind Metal God picks, guitar picks, that you cannot buy anywhere. 1 and 2. The two different designs. They're freaking awesome. I don't know if you can see them. They're freaking awesome. And also a little token, because he is actually very much a believer, either with the Virgin Mary or with Jesus Christ, like this. And he wanted me to give this to those who, donated the most, as a gift from him, as a thank you from Rob Halford. So I'll be contacting everyone who did this, who won those, via email or Instagram or whatever, whatever the contacts I have. I have the contacts of pretty much everyone who donated to me. If I don't find the contacts, I'll post this online. So check out the next videos and the next community posts. But this is something that I'll be also sending out to those who donated the most. And I thank Rob Halford once again on his birthday for doing this amazing thing and for helping us, do a great thing. We once again raised more than $21,000 for the sunglasses. He's worn on the 50th Heavy Metal Years tour, and I thank him for that. But as I promised, the our fundraising campaign does not stop. The Invincible Shield of Europe will go on, and that means that there will be more cool gifts to each and every one of you. Give me 1 second. Don't leave. Just give me a second, okay? So, the year was 1986, and the festival was called Monsters of Rock. And among the many incredible bands who performed during that festival was the band Warlock, and its unchanging leader, Doro Pesch, the metal queen herself. And for the first time then, she's worn the bracelets that have caught the eyes of many, I am sure, men and women who've seen that performance. I saw it on, on screen, of course. I haven't seen it myself. But as a next giveaway, in our Invincible Shield of Europe fundraising campaign, we'll be giving away Doro Pesch's bracelets. She's given to me to give away once again for one lucky bastard who donates to the cost. The rules are exactly the same. You donate $10, you'll get one ticket as one chance to participate in this. So these bracelets, as well as, 1 second, I'm really bad at this. As well as the signed Warlock t-shirt, which says Love Doro by Doro, signed by Doro, obviously, signed by Doro Pesch, and it's been recorded on video, of course, will be given away as a part of this competition. So we'll ruffle the bracelets, we'll give away the t-shirt to the top donor, and as well, of course, just like Rob Halford, she has given quite a lot of other amazing gifts for us to give away. Like, for example, the signed cards like these, and signed set lists by Doro with love, Doro Pesch. So guys, we're continuing our fundraising campaign, and I thank all the amazing musicians who are participating, and we're already in the talks with the next band to join it afterwards. And I thank each and every one of you guys for helping us make a difference. And once again, happy birthday, Rob Halford. Happy birthday, Metal God. Thank you so much to Rob. Thank you so much to Doro. Thank you so much to each and every one of you Metal Pilgrims for joining me on this very boring live stream, but still hanging out with me for an hour and a half. Oh my God, seriously, an hour and a half. How do you stand me? How do you stand me? I have no idea. So guys, thank you so much. Check out more information about this. You can go ahead and use the same link to donate if you would like to win these bracelets already, of course. But for now, I thank you guys all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your support. Yesterday was Ukrainian Independence Day, and I got really emotional because it's the most important day for us, of course, here. But I got emotional because of something else. I got emotional because I just realized how much you guys fucking mean to me all. For the past 2.5 years, you've been like my second family, and I thank you guys all. Thank all the Metal Pilgrims who are watching my videos, who are commenting and not agreeing with me in the comments, respectfully, of course. Everyone, all my patrons. I never thank the patrons, but I have a Patreon, and I'm just so thankful, guys. I'll be honest, I don't think that I would be able to sustain this channel without my patrons. It means the world to me. It's not a huge sum, and I haven't been really posting that much for them exclusively, which I will start doing soon. But I thank you guys all. Like, seriously, the patrons, once again, never thank you, but if you are on this live stream, thank you so much for this. Thank you to everyone who's purchased Metal Pilgrim merch in the past and in the future, who will do it right now or something like that. Thank you guys so much. You fucking mean the world to me. So, yeah. Let me know if we should do the Metal Digests, if we should do more of these live streams. But for now, thank you so much, guys, for watching this short, not really, video, and we will prevail. Slava Ukraini!